In Warhammer 40K Darktide, your Plasteel and your Diamantine are really important, especially when you're level 30, because you're going to be doing a lot of refining when it comes to perks, you're going to be doing a lot of re-blessing, and you're going to be doing a lot of consecrating, taking your weapons from lower rarities up to transcendent. So in this video, we're going to go through the best way to farm Diamantine and Plasteel. And the first thing I'm going to say is take the risk and jump into quick play, because you get 10% extra for every single mission run. So over time, just simply by doing quick play instead of choosing your mission, you're going to get, for an example, you farmed 1,000 Plasteel, you're going to have 1,100 instead. And over time, that's just going to build up and become even better. When you farm 10,000, you're going to have 11,000 instead. And when it comes to Diamantine, that 1,000 Diamantine bonus that you're getting for playing quick play over choosing your mission is going to be enough to take a weapon all the way from basic up to transcendent. You might even be able to do 2 weapons. I'm not entirely sure of how much the cost is to go from the grey profane all the way up to transcendent, but it's definitely not going to cost 1,000. So when it comes to farming, obviously the higher your difficulty, the more you're going to get, but it's going to reach a point where you're pushing the difficulty, you're losing more runs, so you're essentially wasting your time and wasting your material farming. So what I recommend doing is sticking it on difficulty 3, because if you have it on difficulty 1, you're not ever going to get Diamantine. It does not spawn in when you're on the first difficulty. It starts at difficulty 2, and you can find both Plasteel and Diamantine from difficulty 2 and above. You can get Plasteel on difficulty 1, but that is it. So it's all about realistically just finding the balance of the perfect difficulty for you to get through the missions quick, but you can get through them consistently and efficiently without dying. The more missions you die in, the more you're going to be wasting your time and wasting materials that you could be finding if you just drop the difficulty 1 lower. I would say the best balance is difficulty 3, because what I found is when you're playing difficulty 2, you're finding the small stashes of Diamantine every now and then, and when you're playing difficulty 5, you're going to be finding bigger stashes more often, but on 3, you find a decent amount of Diamantine. I'm going to say it's an average of maybe 100 per run, and the Plasteel across all difficulties seems to not have that much of a range. I'm going to say somewhere between 350 and 400 maybe per run. And it all depends how much you're looking. Like if you're playing with players that aren't looking for it and you're in quick play with a random team, it's going to be a struggle. But if you jump into a quick play match and players are actually looking for it, then all you've got to do is basically check every corner of the map. You're looking through all the different crates and stuff, and a good run is going to net you around 400 Plasteel, and it will get you about 100 Diamantine, and that is on difficulty 3. It's not much better to go on difficulty 5. It's going to be better overall, but it's not going to be that much of a difference to the point where you're going to easily get through difficulty 3 and you're going to get those materials consistently, but you're going to come to difficulty 5 and struggle, so you're not going to make it through the whole run, you're not going to get those resources. So it's all about finding the perfect balance for you and which difficulty you're capable of clearing consistently. But not only that, remember, different difficulties have different mission lengths. You're going to be spending maybe 20 minutes on difficulty 3 compared to 25 minutes on difficulty 5. So find that balance, but that is a farming guide for Warhammer 40k Darktide. I hope the video helped you out. Thank you for watching.